Hello everyone. Hello my crafty friends. Just water. Happy Sunday. I thought I would hop on here and show you a card that I have made with the new January to June mini catalog and also celebration items. So I thought I would start out with something simple. Okay, so I'm just going to flip the camera around and we're just going to get started, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make this simple, quick and easy card. Hopefully. Okay, hopefully I can get this in one shot. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so this is our project. Okay, and this is using several different new stamp sets and dies and such. Okay, I wanted to keep it simple. So this is the first product, is the Corner Bouquet, and this is one of our celebration items. So this set will be free with a $50 purchase. Okay, and I've used that here. Then this image is from our Dragonfly Garden stamp set, and it's from the Dandy Garden suite. So I've used these little dragonflies there. And then for our sentiment and our die up here, I've used the Simply Succulents. So here's our sentiment, which I need to find. Oh, I have it. Okay. And then our dies. It has 2 packages. And I've chosen to use this label. Okay. So to get started, I'm going to cut some cardstock. Let's do it this way. There is no right or wrong way with our stamping trimmer. It's just according to what you prefer. This is a great trimmer because it cuts and it scores. It also has an arm that reaches out, that can reach out to about 17 inches. So that's awesome if you're doing all kinds of crafty projects. Okay, so I'm taking a regular sheet of 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to cut it long ways. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 1/4. Okay, so long ways is also called hot dog. This way, cutting it that way, would be hamburger. So just let you know, if you ever hear the terms hot dogs and hamburgers, that's just the way they cut. Some people cut their paper. Okay, now the grain of the paper is actually this way. So when you fold a piece of cardstock, this folds nicely and gives you a crease. When you try to fold it this way, it doesn't do it as well. You don't get as crisp of a crease. So I like to actually give mine just a little bit of a score, and that will help bend the paper, crease it better. As you can see, now it's folded better, and I can just take my bone folder and then crease that down. Sometimes if you don't score it ahead of time, then you're going to get little cuts and creases and ugliness right here on your fold. Okay, so there's our base. Then I'm also going to get, this was Calypso Coral, by the way. This is Crumb Cake, and I'm going to cut a mat at 4 and 5 1/4. So that is 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. Okay, so that's going to be our base, and then our panel. Now I also want to get away from stamping on vanilla and white. I tend to do that quite a bit for the main image, so I was trying to just change it up a little bit. Okay, so we have those. All right, let's get some stamping done. Okay, so this is the corner piece, and get my tip of this. If you can see that, it's all nice and shiny. Okay, so how I did that was I used our Early Espresso ink and then some clear embossing powder. Okay, so let's ink that up. Now normally I would use Versamark, which is a clear pigment ink, which is sticky, and then put your embossing powders on. But if you work quickly, a lot of our regular classic inks will allow you to still emboss. And this is clear, so you could have all of our Stampin' Up colors basically look like they have embossing powder. Okay, and then I'm going to, I forgot my spoon. Cover that. Okay. Okay, so now you see it's all cloudy. Okay, and then I'm going to get our heat gun out. So this is our heat tool. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Let it get hot for just a second. And let's see if we can't see the magic. I want to go from down below the paper just so you can see hopefully better on how this changes. So basically what we're doing is waiting until that embossing powder melts. There you go. Isn't this cool? So it basically embosses, makes it shiny and raised. And if you use clear on with all of our other ink pads, then you will have over 50 different colors of your own embossing powder, basically. Okay. And then I'm going to go up top just to make sure I have everything. Okay. Okay. There we go. So now it is all nice and shiny. I love it. So and there's that. I've stamped that. Okay, I put my ink pad away for right now. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is stamp our little dragonflies. So I've chosen the Calypso Coral ink. Okay, we're just going to stamp it right there. And then I'm going to take our Wink of Stella. So this is our glitter pen. And, oops, that was a little bit too much glitter. Well, the other one was much better. But basically I'm putting glitter on each one of their little wings. And it also blends a little bit, that ink. So there's that one. I like this one better. Okay, but this will probably dry a little clearer. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take a little bit of ribbon. This is actually a ribbon from our annual catalog. It is right here, the Ornate Garden Ribbon Combo Pack, and it's Old Olive, comes in a pack of Old Olive and Terracotta Tile. So, not the same color as the Calypso Coral, but I thought it matched pretty darn good. So I'm going to just snip off a little piece of it. And then I'm going to be using our Snail Plus. It's not Seal Plus, excuse me. Put some adhesive on the back. Figure out where I want my ribbon. Approximately. And then tuck that on the back. Now if you want to get this lined up, you can use grid lines of your grid paper that you might have or anything like that. Okay. All right, so for now, our sentiment. I have a scrap piece of Very Vanilla. I'm going to be pulling out our espresso again. Okay, I'm going to stamp it here. Okay, and then I'm going to run that through our new Stampin' & Cut embossing machine. Okay, I'm going to be using plates 1, 2, and 3. And another number 3. And then roll this through. Just like that. And here is your sentiment. Okay. All right, now we just have to put together our project. Okay, so here's our finished one. All right, so I'm going to adhere down our one thing I did want to do that I did on this card before I put my sentiment on is I spritzed it or speckled it with my marker. Now if you can see here on this one, I kind of went crazy and just did it all in this blob. So I want to try it again. So basically our Stampin' Write markers have a nice little bullet tip for writing and a marker tip for coloring and or spritzing. So I'm just going to put this in the end of the cap and then flick. There you go. There's a few there. There's a few there. Okay. So a little bit more subtle. Don't know if you can see that. But just a little bit of a spritzing all over to get some texture. Okay. Okay, get our sentiment. I'm going to use some of these sides. Now don't forget when you have your Stampin' Dimensionals, so these are foam adhesive. They pop up your project, make them look more 3D. Don't forget to use your scraps on the sides. They still work just fine. And put that right there. Okay, and there you go. That's our first project. Fairly quick and easy. With our new January to June and celebration products. So I hope you liked this today, and give me a thumbs up and a comment below, and I'd appreciate it, and I will see you later with more exciting projects. Bye!